Hey students, this is Mr. Thayer here to help you out with homework number 6 and more properties of exponents practice. So this homework and examples are going to be based on those quotient properties. So let's begin. In this one, 7 to the negative 4th over 7 to the negative 7th reads, well, let's use our property which says keep the base and take the exponent on top and subtract it from the exponent on bottom. So minus a negative 7 will turn into plus a positive. So that'll really turn into 7 to the positive third power, which equals 343. Over here, we've got a lot of power to a power stuff. So I like to use the distributive property like arrows to make sure I distribute this to the 5 power to every single item in here, including this 2, which has an invisible 1 exponent right there and down here. So let's go through and multiply that 5 times all those exponents. 2 will become 2 to the 5th, because 1 times 5 is 5. A to the 3rd becomes A to the 15th, because you're multiplying their exponents. B to the negative 10th, that's 5 times negative 2, all over C to the 15th. All right, a few more things we can simplify in this problem would be the 2 to the 5th, we can work out on our calculator, and B to the negative 10th is going to need to move places and become a positive exponent down below. So let's rewrite our final answer. 2 to the 5th power is 32. A to the 15th, all over B to the positive 10th now, and C to the 15th. And we've got our final answer for this one. Okay, let's take a look at the next two. All right, again, we've got that distributive-like property here. So it's very similar to the previous problem. It's going to go to all of those exponents as well. M to the negative 3 to the 4th power is negative 12th. N to the 4th power raised to the 4th power, 16th. All over N to the negative 2 to the 4th power is negative 8. Okay, so there's a few more things we need to do to simplify this. Number 1 is apply the negative exponent property and move this down below. Now you could do the same to the N underneath, or we could apply our exponent property, which will be that quotient property where we subtract the exponents. There's a few things to do here. So first, let's write our next fraction bar. Move the M down below. It's now M to the positive 12th. This little piece over here, this little side note, is N to the 16th minus a negative 8, which is going to turn to plus plus, become N to the positive 24th, which you will always default to writing above fraction bar. There you go. Okay, second to last one here. This one we're just going to use our calculator to calculate 6.4 divided by 8, which is 0.8. And here is your quotient property. Same base, subtract the exponents, so it's times 10 to the 9 minus 7, which is the second power. Scientific notation means this has got to be between 1 and 10, so move this decimal place over once. Or in other words, you're multiplying by 10. So to balance things out, you have to divide by 10 over here, which means you're going to be making this one place smaller. 10 to the 1st, or just times 10. Okay, last one. 65 million divided by 19.5 billion. Well, think about that, million. If you were to write out 65 million, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, you'd have 6 zeros or 6 decimal places. So it's really the same as 65 times 10 to the 6th. And the same goes with billion. It'd really be 19, comma, 9 decimal places. So it's really over 19.5 times 10 to the 9th. Now on your calculator, you can work these separately. Quotient property for the 10 to the 6th over 10 to the 9th. 65 divided by 19.5 is about 3.3. It goes on forever actually. Times 10 to the 6 minus 9 is negative 3rd power. And you can have negative exponents in scientific notation. Hope those videos help for you. Hope these examples help. Have a great day and good luck on your homework practice.